Hello, salty
Hey.
sailors.
I'm fully
Wel-
brined. What's up?
Welcome. My name's Matt.
I'm Ben. This is the kind of start you would expect after a break. Just instantly cut you off with a dumb brine comment.
And welcome to a friend of mine, the most nautically oriented podcast this side of Timbuktu.
Yeah, but beyond Timbuktu, holy fuck.
Yeah,
They're
which is-
setting sail.
I am 99.9% sure that Timbuktu is landlocked. It is it is in the northern reaches of Mali or something like that. But here
It's
we are.
landlocked, but they've got the sea in their hearts.
The sea of sand, the Sahara.
Yeah.
It's basically as wet as the Atlantic, so.
Right. Wait, is Timbuktu a real place? I feel like Timbuktu is just sort of like a city you say in a saying kind of thing.
It is a very real place. It is,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, or at least historically part of the people of Mali. That's kind of
Wow.
the region of Timbuktu, yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're here. We're fighting off the scurvy with a stick.
Yeah, we sure are. We took
Yeah.
a little break
Good.
for a couple weeks just to have some time with family and I don't know, just not hate ourselves for a little bit. Just give ourselves a little bit of little us time,
For sure, yeah. Some self-care. Reflect.
That's right.
Replenish.
Yeah, and happy, I guess now belated New Year, Benjamin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have you come up with any wacky or zany New Year's resolutions? What's your big thing that you want to do or change this year?
Well, I think I've told you this, but I want to eat more salad. That's my thing. That's my mission
Yeah.
statement.
You have
Yeah.
told me that in private, but now the world knows.
The world knows, and I think I've succeeded 1 out of the 11 days. This is happening on the 11th. I think I've
Wow.
had one salad. Yeah.
What kind of salad was it?
It was your standard Mediterranean, olives, feta.
I was
Lettuce.
waiting for it to be like a Caesar salad, just like loaded with dressing
yeah.
and bacon.
Yeah. And cheese, too. The cheese bits.
Lots of cheese, yeah. Wow, a nice Mediterranean salad. That sounds nice.
It was healthy, but I only thread the needle that one day, so I'm gonna try to up that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good resolution to have. It feels like I feel like most people this year aren't really going to commit to big resolutions because we never know what things are going to turn out to be. But I think salad eating that's one of the most easily accomplished ones you could do.
It's a good rounding the bend on the third year of the pandemic kind of resolution where you don't want to give yourself too much overhead, too much to work
That's
for.
right.
Too much
Yeah,
pressure.
it's not like I want to travel more. Well,
Yeah,
let me tell you,
I want to see more friends in person. And
Yeah.
breathe on them. Yeah,
I want to be able to go to bars again.
exactly. Make out with strain. What about you? Got any resolutions?
Well, other than making out with strangers, I would say my resolution is to have a better year than last year. And
That's a good one.
I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that. It's a very vague, very interpretive kind of resolution. But at the same time, you know what? Maybe it'll put me in that right mindset,
Yeah, I love that. It's incremental, and you sort of give yourself a wide target, and then you got 365 days to figure out how you're gonna just make it 10% better than the last 365.
And if I miss, it's probably because as I'm flying towards that target, a cannonball shoots me out of the sky. It's just not.
For
It's
sure.
not going to be of my own volition that happens.
Right? Yeah. Because I don't want to speak for you, but I'm gonna guess you kind of bottomed out in 2021.
Yeah.
And you're hoping. This is my experience anyway. Hoping for a bit of you sort of bounce off the bottom and start making your way back up in 22.
There was a brief good period around the summer in
Right.
2021, and like a little past that, like into the fall, where everything was good, and I was happy with the way things were. I was happy, just with the general state of things, and then yeah, it crashed and burned like all of my hopes and dreams of 2020, and yeah, just. I can't imagine this going any lower, but who knows?
We never know. I had a similar experience mid 2021 where like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I must have hit the bottom and we're on the way back up. We're heading in the right direction. And then
How could things get any worse?
Yeah, exactly. But then, oh no, that wasn't the bottom. We're heading back down. Oh.
Wait, it goes lower than this? What?
Yeah. Hold on, I thought we were on the bottom floor.
I know. It's you know what? It's tough for everyone, but we're going to make it through this, and we're going to help 2022 be better for everyone, because millions upon millions of people depend on us for their happiness and their laughter, their joy, and we need to provide that for them.
Yep, we're solely responsible.
Yeah, we're entirely responsible. That's it.
Sorry.
Also, I like how you said that in between burps.
Yeah, I'm like 3/4 of the way through a carbonated beverage, which is a bad idea because I think I've burped about 16 times since we've started doing this.
This is going to be a nightmare to edit. I can't wait.
If it sounds reasonable when you're listening to this, just know that Matt had to sort of carve it up and.
Oh, there was one episode where I had to probably do about 30 different cuts of just random audio coming from your end, and it was and I still didn't get everything. It was so long to edit. I love it every time. I love all the clicks. I love you just hitting things. I love.
The clicks are iconic. The clicks are a nervous tick. Can't help those clicks.
They are. They tied this whole show together.
The clicks are what's keeping me tied down. Without the clicks, I'd just pass out.
Yeah.
Just be a puddle.
That's right. Well, Benjamin, we have a format to this show.
We do.
And we loosely follow it, where we go through different prompts that each other has made, and we just kind of do a little discussion.
Yeah, a little jazz.
Just a little bit of jazz, a little free form, but at the same time, you know what? That's kind of what makes this show, I wouldn't say different. I don't know, or maybe different,
far.
but in all the worst ways.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no. It's like free jazz by someone who's never played an instrument before. I think is kind of where we're at here.
Yeah, we're kind of improvising on the sax for the first time.
Yeah.
Just sort of getting a feel for the knobs and the reed and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just figuring how to get sound out of the thing. So
yeah, this is sort of the sound check. We're tuning our instrument.
That's right. And who knows? Who knows if we'll ever get past that? Who knows if we'll get to the real performance here, if we're going to keep going with that. However, I think I started with one of yours first last time. As far as I know, it's been a very long time since we've done this, so I think you should start with one of my topics.
All right. I'm liking this bottom one here. I think it's a new one. Very enticing.
Yes.
It's what is your YOLO limit?
Now, I don't want to try to take a claim on this term, because I heard someone else say it, and they probably heard it from something else. So, just wanted to be very clear. I am not coming up with this term.
Not an original thought. Cannot be clear.
Not an original thought, like most thoughts that come out in the show. So, I was with some individuals over the holidays, and we were all just, shooting the shit, having some drinks, watching some stuff. And one of them brought up the YOLO limit in response to Someone, now I've actually told you who said this, but I am not going to mention who it is.
Okay.
Someone saying that they would, if under the right circumstances, consume human flesh. Now, my question is then for you.
Saying YOLO beforehand, sort of like the Lord's Prayer before you eat.
So, because another person in response was saying that in terms of like what you're like, I need to like, if I'm given the opportunity to experience this, what would I do? Like, what would be the thing that I would try, and how far would I go?
Right.
And the person who said that, and sorry, we're gonna talk about some hard shit. Said that if it was under safe circumstances, they would totally see what heroin's all about. So what I'm wondering is given like a certain set of circumstances, what is your YOLO limit? What is the thing that you could do that is absolutely buck wild?
Okay. So the human flesh eating, is that under duress, or is that like you would just try
No.
it
So
whenever?
they said if like there was like, obviously if it wasn't someone who was murdered for it, but if it was someone who was like, if it was like just like a dead body that was brought to a funeral home or something like that.
Yeah.
Just, it's a cadaver. It's in the morgue.
Right.
And they just slice up little fillets and
died
and
of
feed that to
natural
you.
causes.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you do that?
I wouldn't do that. I think I'm out. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was trapped in the woods or something and it was like it was me or them, I think it's going to be them.
I think that's kind of the given, right? Under very specific circumstances. If someone had a gun to my head and say, "Hey, you need to do some PCP or I will kill you," I'm probably going to do the PCP, but I'm not going to like it. Well, I'll probably like it at the time, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not going to like it after.
Might be great. You never know. PCP underrated. I think previously we've recommended drinking Listerine, and now we're endorsing PCP. So this
we're going all the way.
Show has a long history of bad recommendations.
And I want this to be very clear from the get-go that we do not endorse absolutely any of these things, and we do not. No. We're never going to say that anyone should do these things. We're saying under like. Not just duress, but like under a certain like safe kind of contained situation, what would you do?
I think I'm having a hard time coming up with a specific thing, but I think anything that confirms the acronym, like anything that proves you only live once, by probably killing you, is something I'm very much against.
Like here's my biggest issue, because even if someone said like, you know what, this is heroin, but it's not addictive, like here's
say no more.
or it still has like bad side effects, but it's like, we're gonna put you in a certain like situation where like we'll get you off of it, everything will be clean afterwards. I still couldn't do it.
Still not in?
No, because I thought about this. I would be afraid that I would like it too much.
Right.
Like, I would be afraid that, like that, it's not just like, well, it's kind of like, like when people do pot, right? Where it's not like there's a chemical dependency on this thing, but holy shit, there's people who, like, absolutely need it because, like, that's the experience that they crave all the time.
Totally. Yeah. And I think parents in the DARE program, like for a long time growing up, I didn't understand that like the reason drugs were dangerous is because they're too good. I feel like I just didn't get that for a long time. I just thought they were dangerous because like they just like instantly fuck you up. But no, like turns out it just feels too good. Like
it's such like an amazing experience that like I would be afraid that I would never like anything again.
Right.
I can't do that.
I've heard that fear with ecstasy, where you like do it at a rave or something, and then the rest of your life is downhill from that rave.
Right. And so
frightening.
you try to do it again, and then you do it again, and then you see where it goes. But like, I don't know. It feels like that's my issue with that. Now, in terms of, we don't have to talk about drugs or anything like that. What is like the craziest kind of flesh? Like, so you would never. I wouldn't. You would never consume human flesh.
Well, now I'm on the fence. Now,
oh my god,
you're making me think of it.
This is really good to have in recording here, so that we can play it at your trial.
Now I really can't recommend that. I was thinking about telling my parents about this, but no, now it's locked away in the vault.
No, you can just say don't listen to this episode, but yeah.
Just avoid this one specific. Yeah. I was just thinking that, like, if they just died of, like, heart disease at 50 or something, you know, what's the harm? What's the issue?
It's eating a person. That's the issue.
What if they signed a form before they died? Sort of like an organ donor card where they're like, after I die, I submit to being turned into steak.
No, absolutely not. No, it's still people. I'm still not eating people.
But if they're okay with it,
I don't care if they're okay with it. I wouldn't. What's okay? I
don't want like a 16-ounce T-bone, but I'd try a bite.
What is like? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
What is the benefit? Like, what do you get beyond just saying I've eaten human flesh that you're not going to get from eating another kind of meat?
Now that's a good question.
It probably doesn't taste a whole lot different from a lot of other meats. Now, is human
what if it's
so
really
human
good,
flesh
though?
It's a dark meat, I would assume.
Is it a dark meat?
Well, it can't be a light meat, can it? Because that's like chicken.
I don't know. Maybe there's dark and light. Like chickens have dark and light. Maybe humans, like maybe the calves are dark meat and forearms are light meat. I don't know.
Yeah, the butt is definitely dark meat, though.
Well, it's got to be dark meat. I bet the butt's good. I would try a butt. A thin, maybe a sous vide butt. Maybe a sous vide butt cheek, nice and moist.
I
cut off a thin strip.
I don't know. Like I said, like beyond like being able to say to people, I've eaten person.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get anything else.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair point. It's mostly like the bragging rights for your weird friends when you're all drunk at a party.
Yeah, and do you want to brag about that? Because you might get
probably
the cops
not.
called on you. So it's a secret that you keep to yourself and maybe a very select few people that you know aren't going to rat on you. And all that so you can say that you ate human flesh.
Yeah, but I think... Okay, so people always like to know... Like, isn't there this movement, like the farm-to-table movement, where, like, when you order chicken at a restaurant, they're like, this chicken's name was Albert, and he was raised 2 blocks away. He lived a happy life. Like, you get a little card with your meal or whatever.
Right.
You could take that to the next level. With you could order some sous vide butt, and it could be like, this was Greg. he graduated top of his class from Brown University.
Yeah, he graduated graduated top of his class and then fell on some hard times. His YOLO limit was apparently too low, so he did things that no one else should have done, and he died because of it.
His family had a long history of heart disease, and now here he is on your plate.
Yeah, now you can inherit the heart disease by eating his flesh.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. And I know that this, like, apparently, according to this individual that I had been talking to, it's like, you know, you can only, like, get... Because it can fuck with your brain, but only if you eat certain parts.
Oh.
It's like eating... Okay, here's one that actually is commonly, well, not commonly, but is still sometimes consumed. Would you eat fugu?
Okay, I've heard that word. What is that again?
It's that puffer fish that you have to cut out a very specific thing in it, or else it will kill you when you eat it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd eat that. I think I'm out. No. Fugu fish? No.
I don't know if I could. But at the same time, the people who prepare it, they like, you have to do like 3 to 4 years of preparation before you're able to serve it. Just on that specific fish. Like, you have to learn how to do that for years.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, I would trust a surgeon to operate on me,
Yeah.
But I feel like, and the surgeon and the fugu fish cutter have gone through similar levels of schooling, it would seem, which is kind of astonishing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I need the surgery. I don't need the fish, So, like...
Yeah, like, how good
risky.
is that fish? It can't taste that much better than other fish.
It can't.
And there's got to be, like... And even then, there's got to be, like, a similar fish that's not going to kill you. Like, I get...
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of foods that I'd love to... Like, weird stuff that I'd love to try. I've eaten kangaroo. It's delicious. But, like... And anyone in Australia would be like, yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. But, like, it's... I don't know. I think there's a limit. Would you eat grilled, like those grilled insects?
That,
like, full bug form.
Full form is tough. It's the same as a fish with the head still on it,
Yeah.
Not into that.
I think I've had that once before with the fish head, and it was awful.
I think if you're eating something, you want the head to be not there anymore, right? I think that's just like a universal rule for food.
Yeah, I don't want to be, like, I think that's kind of part of the reason that meat is so successful in so many ways, is that, like, you feel so far removed from the animal, because, like, the most you'll get is maybe you'll, like, buy, like, a fish, and it'll still have some of the, like, it'll have the scales on the back.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah, but it's so abstract. Like, you buy beef or whatever, maybe it's got, like, a picture of a cow on it, but, like...
Yeah, but it's
your brain can still...
like, that doesn't look... That's not cow. It's just food.
It's just a red circle of something. That's just meat. It's not an animal.
Yeah. I definitely couldn't do it if it was like that. If it was, like, prepared in a way that it doesn't look like bug, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, I'd give it a whirl. Yeah. Were you the kid that ate worms on the playground? Did you ever eat bugs or anything?
I went one time while I was at a camp, and I ate a worm for $2. But that was it. Oh my god.
Was it disgusting? I've never done the worm thing as a kid. Was it good?
Okay, so here's and look, I grew up in rural Ontario. This is just kind of the way things are. So don't.
It's the way of life.
I just don't get whatever. Anyway, so I was like 9 years old or something like that. But anyway, I did it, and it was just a small. It was like half of a worm. It wasn't a full thing.
Right.
And I did it, and to wash it down, my uncle gave me a swig of Coors Light. And I don't know what was worse, the worm or the Coors.
The Coors Light? Oh my god. Jesus. Coors chaser for a worm. I've never heard that.
It's really... I don't know. I did that, once so that because I got it. I needed that toonie, but I couldn't do it now.
No. Oh my god, you couldn't pay me enough to eat a worm. Jesus Christ.
Have you ever done that?
No, never. I've eaten 0 worms.
Wow. When my oldest brother, it was early teens, I think. I think it was just before high school. He got one of his friends to lick dog shit because he said he'd give him $50, and then he didn't give him $50. So the guy just ate shit for nothing. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of that. Would you, how much money would someone have to give you to lick dog shit?
Oh, I don't know if there's a number. That's got to be like a huge health risk. I don't know. Anything that might give me some disease, it would be in the millions for sure.
If there was like a doctor on standby,
right,
and then I could like instantly get my mouth sanitized or something like that in a way that doesn't mean I'm drinking sanitizer, I'd probably do it for
specially trained to cure shitmouthitis.
Yeah, I'd probably do it for a cool meal.
A mil? Yeah.
If
I
there's
was
someone on
guaranteed-
standby to like make sure I'm not going to get sick afterwards.
True. Yeah. I think I'm with you. $1 million seems reasonable for like, if the fugu fish trainee is also trained to be a doctor
That's right.
for the same amount of time. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, but well, you know what? We've gone on this for a very long time. We still haven't gotten to one of your subjects, so I need to get to one of your topics here.
Okay. But before we do you have a quick 20-second YOLO limit that you thought of?
I'm too much of a coward to do any of these things. I would eat some bugs. I'd give it a shot.
Okay.
I've had escargot, which is delicious, which is just slug, but you can barely tell. I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't think I'd do any of that stupid shit because I'm way too terrified that something's going to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I think the more I think about it, that's kind of my level too. I'm at the bug level.
Yeah,
Bugs are good. Bugs are a good YOLO.
Like hard drugs, no. Eating human flesh, no. Swimming with sharks, no.
Yeah, fuck that.
Would you ever do the shark cage?
If I was in a cage, yeah, probably. Why not?
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm terrified of the water, so no, I don't think I could.
It would be scary, but I feel like when you're in the cage behind the bars, sharks don't have arms. They're not going to get you.
Yeah. Well, except for when sharks do grow arms, and then they are going to get you.
Could you imagine? You're the unlucky bastard to be in the cage for the first shark that evolves to have arms. And he reaches through and fucking chokes you out. So, surprise, bitch! You thought we didn't have arms. Oh my god!
And that's how the street sharks were born.
Yeah, exactly.
well, Ben. Okay, I need to go to one of yours, and you know what? I'm gonna actually go with one that's very on topic for this. Swimsuit pissing.
Swimsuit pissing. All right. I wanted to talk about this because this is something I haven't done since I was 12.
Okay.
And it's,
okay.
I just thought about this recently. How awful it is to be in a swimsuit, to be fully wet, head to toe wet. You're soaked. You're drenched. You got the swimsuit on. It's got the mesh lining. It's got that shitty plastic exterior. The corded knot is tied extremely tight and also wet. And you have to pee.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Because I don't know if I have a ton to say, but it's clinging to your legs.
Well, this whole thing is just going to be a description of what it's like to be in a pool.
I guess my big takeaway from this is it's very tempting to just pee in the pool because of how bad it is to pee with a swimsuit on.
And so you do.
I usually didn't. Did you ever pee in a pool? Were you a pool peer?
Dude, I would always pee in the pool. Every time.
Really?
Every time I had the chance to pee in the pool, I'd pee in the pool.
You didn't buy that old wives' tale about, it's got a chemical in it. It means it's going to be purple near you. Your pee is going to turn purple and everyone's going to know. And they're going to hate you. You're going to have no friends and you're going to... It just keeps going.
It's going to go on your permanent record. No, yeah. I did buy it when it came to... public pools. I thought that was an actual thing in public pools because I heard that. But I mean, in our own pool, I knew what they put in, so I was never worried about that.
Yeah, you knew they weren't putting in that special pee identifying form of chlorine.
The one that makes it look like there's blood shooting out of you at a rapid rate. What are the logistics?
Could you imagine if it was red? And it just suddenly looks like
that's what I heard, that it was red.
A geyser of blood. Oh my god!
I heard that it was red, so I don't. Yeah, but now looking back on that would be the worst design because then all of a sudden people are gonna think there's a medical emergency because you pissed.
Just a cloud of red shooting out of your bathing suit. You gotta start screaming to try and pass it off as an injury.
Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like the design for that makes no sense. And then what? So you get them out of the pool. It's just to shame them. And then they get out, and then it's still there. It's not like it's going to stop being there the moment that they're out of the fucking pool. Like, what's the benefit?
Yeah, in hindsight, it makes zero sense. It's not going to, like, make it easier to clean up.
Yeah, also what happens if you jump into the pool after you recently, took a piss? Like, you're probably... Is there going to be a little bit that still comes out? Like, that's still going to show there?
Yeah, a few drops. Unless you're bone dry. Unless you do that pre-pool shower they're always going on about. Make sure you shower before going in the pool. Did anyone ever do that? Shower before going in the pool?
No, what?
What the fuck was the point of that?
Absolutely not. No, I don't know if I've heard that.
Really? There's always a sign at my local Y that was like, be sure to shower before you enter the pool.
I mean, I guess that's for, like, yeah, for public pools, I guess it kind of makes sense because they're disgusting.
Yeah, but it's like, go fuck yourself. I'm 8. I'm just getting in the pool.
Yeah, it's a pool.
I'm not dirty.
It's wet. Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't even sweat yet. My pores haven't developed.
That's right.
I'm completely hairless. I've got alopecia because I'm 8.
I was gonna say, I have no hair.
Yeah, I'm completely smooth. Why would I shower before getting in the pool?
Holy shit!
So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't think that there's I don't think there should be a whole, unless you're like going in there and you are like covered in dog shit or something like that because your friend paid you $100 to roll in dog shit. Like, I feel like,
yeah,
I don't know.
You just came from the factory. You're covered in oil. Time for a dip.
Yeah, at the local Y, there's always this thin film of oil on top of it from all the oil workers.
Yeah, from Dan, who always comes to the pool right after his shift. Go home first, Dan. Come on, you're fucking the pool up for everybody.
Every time Dan comes up, everyone in the area just leaves. Everyone, like, even the lifeguards, like, you know what, go fuck yourself, Dan. If you drown, I don't care. We'll fish you out after.
Yeah, we'll get you out of there, Dan. Don't worry. Your thin film of oil.
God, God, the Y. I think the thing I remember the most from the Y is not doing any sort of exercise there, not going to the pools. They had a little game room where they had the original Duke Nukem on it for PC, on like a DOS PC or like Windows 3.1 or something like that, and played the shit out of that.
That's a good Y game. I'm impressed.
Yeah. But it was,
wow.
I don't know. I looking back, I don't really understand why. I mean, I guess like because that was the side-scrolling Duke Nukem, so I don't think it was like particularly intense in terms of like gore or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe looking back at it, it's that's we are actually over time here. But thank you for listening. Thank you for coming by, Ben.
Yeah, always happy to swing by. I was in the neighborhood.
Just hanging out, and you were... Yeah, we live so close to each other, so you were able to just walk over, and... How long was the walk?
Popped over.
2 days?
A couple days, yeah. And we're being COVID safe, so I'm just like standing outside your window, staring in.
That's right. And since I don't live on the first floor, we got a ladder set. It's a very tall ladder.
Yeah. Which it fell. I'm on the ledge right now. The ladder fell. You're gonna have to come out and get me down after this.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. Well, shit. Yeah, I'll go get a stick, and I'll see if I can help you out.
Yeah, toss me up a stick. That'll help.
Okay. Well, everyone, if you liked this, then you can follow us. We have a Twitter account, and we have. We're on all sorts of the streaming platforms, I think, still.
Yeah, believe it or not. Yep.
We're on YouTube. We're everywhere, and we're always watching you. If you like the art of this, it was done by my lovely partner who goes by Vanderbander. That is VANDERBANDER. Check out their stuff on Instagram and Twitter. Beyond that, I think everybody stay frosty.
Everybody, I love you.